ओम श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शंकरं लोकशंकरं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Who would like to chant today? Anybody who hasn't had a chance in a long time? Ami, cut out. I'm unmuting yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So let us. We are now in verse number 18. So let's start from 14 onwards. मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः
शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः
आगमापायिनो नित्याः
आगमापायिनो नित्याः
तान् तितिक्षस्व भारत
तान् क्षितिक्ष तान्
तितिक्षस्व
तितिक्षस्व
भारत
Bharatam
Yam hina vyathayantyete.
Yam hina yathayante the
Purusham Purusharshabha.
Purusham Purusharshabha
Sama Dukkha Sukham Dhiram.
Samadukha Sukham Viram
Somrutatvaya Kalpate.
Somamrutvaya Kalpate
Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha.
Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha
Nabhavo Vidyate Sataha.
Nabhavo Vidyate Sataha
Ubhayorapi Drishtontaha.
Ubhyaropi
Ubhayorapi
Ubhyarorapi
Ubhayorapi
Ubhayorapi
Drishtontaha.
Drushtadontaha
Tvanayoho
Tvanayoho
Tattvadarshibihi.
Tattvadarshivi
Avinashitu Tad Vidhi.
Avinashitu Tadvidhi
Yena Sarvamidam Tatam.
Yena Sarvam Idam Tatam
Vinasham
Vinasham
Avyayasyasya.
Avayasya Yasya
Avyayasya
Avyayasya
Asya.
Asya
Nakaschit
Nakaschita
Kartum Arhati.
Kartum Arhati
Antavanta ime dehaha.
Antavanta ime dehaha
Nityasyoktaha.
Nitya Yasyoktaha
Sharirinaha.
Sharirinaha
Anashinaha.
Anashinaha
Aprameyasya.
Aprameyasya
Tasmat
Tasmad
Yudhyasva Bharata.
Yudhyasva Bharata
Yeah. Good. So, Ami, you've picked up chanting quite a bit. I see that. Yeah.
I'm trying.
No, I said you picked up chanting quite a bit since the beginning.
I feel I'm horrible right now to be put on the spotlight. I'm literally sweating.
So if you're horrible now, you were pretty bad before that.
Absolutely. I had no Sanskrit background at all.
Okay, good. All right. So I'll unmute a couple of you here. Prasad Gurujala, Parvati, I've unmuted you and you can. There's no noise in your place, in your home, you can remain unmuted. Okay. So this continuing, Krishna is continuing with his unfoldment of the nature of Atma. First 6 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita unfold the Tvam Padartha. Can you all see me? So the brightness is it's a bit dull, I can see that, but I don't know what to do in my house here. This is the best I can do right now. So I can pull the laptop closer. Let's see what happens. Okay. I need a brighter bulb, I think. Okay. So first 6 chapters, Tvam Padartha. Tvam Padartha Vichara, it's called. Means the analysis of the word Tvam in the grand equation Mahavakya called Tattvamasi. So that is what Krishna is taking us through. And so Tvam means you. You means I. I means Jiva. So that whole idea about I is being unfolded. And so he talked about this Nasato Vidyate Bhavaha. So, the truth, Sat, has no non-existence. And that which is Asat, that which is Mithya, doesn't really have an independent existence. It is as though existing. As though. Pen is as though existing. As though. We all agree that we recognize a pen, but really speaking, we understand that we are just calling it so that we can transact, we can do business, but beyond that, it doesn't have a reality. Nama Rupa. We saw all that. Mithya is Nama Rupa. Only name and form. That's all there is. Beyond that, no existence. Okay. So then, Avinashitu tad vidhi yena sarvamidam tatam vinasham abjayasyasya na kaschit kartum arhati. This Atma na kaschit kartum arhati. It is not possible for this Atma to be destroyed. Vinasham kartum na arhati. Nobody can destroy the Atma. Because Atma is self-existent. That which is self-existent is all-pervasive. Tatam, sarvam idam, tatam. Quietly Krishna introduced the word tatam there. All-pervasive. So suddenly he brings Atma is all-pervasive. Quietly he brings it in. I thought Atma is there inside my body somewhere and people are not telling me. And Guruji has been conducting this class for 6 months and he still not told us where Atma is. Like that we are thinking. And yesterday I saw on TV, very famous man, couple of days ago. He actually mentioned Atma is located somewhere. So you see how people are thinking. So many different varieties are there. Which one to believe? We don't know. So somebody says deep inside, you have to dive deep inside. And inside the heart, it is there. And then it won't show itself. That also is a problem. They will say it is inside the heart, but it won't show itself. So kya baat hai? You have to believe. What can you do? You can't question. What basis is there to question that argument? No basis. Vedas is all just nobody. You can't question the Vedas. So you blame it all on Vedas. Okay. So tatam, sarvamidam tatam. This Atma is everywhere. Now, then here antavanta ime deha. Ime deha. These bodies are all subject to end here. You don't have to worry about it. Bhishma is Bhishma, Drona is Drona. Yeah, fine, you can respect them. They are your teachers, they are your grandparents, great-grandparents and all that. But then Bhishma is going to die away. You cannot stop it. Even I cannot stop it. Hey Arjuna. Antavantaha, ime deha. And Bhishma's Atma is going to survive the death also. That also you can't stop. You can't stop any of these things. Antavanta ime deha. But then this Shariri, Dehi, is Nityaha, is Anashi, not destructible, and it is Aprameya. So we spent a good bit of time, 1 hour yesterday, to understand this word Aprameya. So Prameya, any object that is perceived, that is inferred, that is imagined, it is called, it is a Prameya because it is an object of my Pramanas. I use some Pramanas to know objects and it becomes an object of my Pramanas. And so they are all Prameya and Atma is Aprameya. Everything I know about this world, everything I have put in my curriculum vitae, everything is an object of my perception. I worked hard to accomplish all this and I passed so many exams and now I'm ready to study Atma. And now Atma is Aprameya, not an object of your knowledge. Finished. Over. It's like tire puncture ho gaya. So aisa hai. Aprameya. Then we saw that Atma, first of all, Atma is already there. Atma is established. So even to say I am a male, I am a female, I am tall, I am short, I'm suffering now, I'm very happy now, I am blessed that I am able to do whatever I have to do. I'm able to sit at home. I have food, I have water, I have everything provided, and I'm waiting for the corona to be season to be over, and I feel very blessed. I. That I is constantly there. I never question the I. And this Shastram brings us back to say, oh, let's talk about that I. You have analyzed all these things in this world, and now you know another thing called corona, which you never thought was there. No, there was a corona. Long ago in India, there was a footwear company called, I think, Corona or something. I forgot the name now. So Bata and Corona, these two I remember. So now the corona has become a bad word. So all these things you came to know, my dear, but this I is the one that is the subject of our discussion. And that I is aprameya. That also we saw last time. And so it is aprameya means it cannot be an object of my knowledge because it is not an object. Because it is me. I cannot objectify myself, just like even my eyes cannot see the eyes itself. The eyes have never seen itself. And it needs the help of something else to see itself. Likewise, this Atma has to be, it is aprameya. I can appreciate that. But yet, I have to know the nature of Atma. I have no choice. Somehow I have to know. And that somehow is where the Shastram comes in. And therefore, Vedas is called as a Pramanam. Shabda Pramanam. That is where Vedas steps in. And that is how Vedas becomes now relevant to me in my life. So far it has been there. I respected it. I worshipped it. I worshipped the Vedas and the mantras. I chanted. Everything I did. But now it takes on a different meaning altogether. Okay. Because it is going to tell me who I am. And it says you have to know that in order to remove that ignorance, which is the cause of this sense of inadequacy in my life. Okay, so this aprameyaha we have studied. So now, tasmad yudhyasva bharata. This is what Krishna concludes there. Tasmad. Tasmad means therefore. Therefore. And therefore. And then yudhyasva. Yudhyasva is a word. It's a verb. I'm sorry. It's a verb. Okay. And so Sanskrit students, lot lakar. Yuddha. Yudhyasva means fight. Therefore, fight. May you fight. Okay. May you go to war. That is a literal meaning of yudhyasva. And hey Bharata. Hey Bharata Vamsha. Kulodbhava. Okay, hey Bharata, go fight. How? Here is a big discussion. Go fight. So our people are very serious. Earlier, Shankara introduced this Bhagavad Gita. He has said Bhagavad Gita is a moksha shastram. It is a nivrityatmaka shastram, correct? It is Jnanakanda, Nivrityatmaka Shastra. Nivritti is opposite of Pravritti. Karma Kanda is Pravrityatmaka Shastra. Speak the truth, Satyam Vada. You have to do something. Speak truth. Means it's a command. It's a command. Hey, don't stay away from speaking falsehood. There is a meaning. Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara. So Dharmam Chara. Please follow Dharma. Veda says all these things. So do's and don'ts are all there. Makes you do, makes you not do something. So this is entire Veda is like this. Okay. Kalanyamna bhakshayet. Suramna pibet. May you not get intoxicated. All these intoxicants you avoid. Why you should avoid intoxicants? So wine, they say wine is supposed to be, a little bit of wine is good for you, they say. So I tell them, wait a minute, without having any alcohol itself, my mind is it's a bit dull. Okay, I'm not able to follow some words. I have to hear 5 times and memory is not there, not working, nothing. On top of that, little bit of wine and then little bit of that, little bit of the red drink. Well, this little bit I don't need because I already feel drunk. And I need something to get me out of this. Tell me what that is. So anyway, Suramna Pibet, action. Do something. Karma Kanda. That's what I want to point out. Okay? Karma Kanda. So do something. And now here what? Yudhyasva. Fight. It's an order. It's a call to do something, correct? So then it becomes Karma Kanda. When Krishna gives you a list of things to do, then it becomes Karma Kanda. But Shankara says this is a Moksha Shastra. Nivrityatmaka Shastra. So Shankara. So this is why Shankara is relevant to us. Okay? And he says, no, this is not a call to fight. This is what Shankara says. And why it's not a call to fight? Arjuna has come prepared to fight. He is armed to his molars, and everything is ready. Just he has to give the green signal and do this. That's all he has to do. He's all ready. So he is ready to fight. But there is something. He's not come here for a picnic and all that. Because picnic means you must have a tent. You must have some, you must have tiffin boxes full of some lemon rice and then some yogurt rice. Our South Indian Tamilians, this is what they do. They prepare all this tamarind rice. This is standard fare. You go to picnic. And so, no, you don't see all these tiffin carriers there. You only see bows and arrows and elephants and all these horses are there. So he's clearly come to fight. So you don't have to ask him to fight. Then what? This Arjuna is Shoka Moha Pratibadha. He is just seized by sorrow, and he's paralyzed, psychologically paralyzed. And so what Krishna can do? He can only say, Antavanta ime dehaha. Hey, these bodies are going to die anyway. And but Atma cannot be killed. So do what is to be done. There is no cause for sorrow. That is what he's implying here. There is no cause for sorrow. Sochyan anma sochas. No cause for sorrow. So Krishna is only interested in removing the confusion in Arjuna's mind. Krishna is not even interested in a fight and all these things. Only dharma. So dharma rakshanam, he is happy to help. That's all. What happens, people can decide, and it will happen. Whatever people decide can happen. He's not somebody who comes and tells everybody you must all do these kinds of things. That is not it. That is what Shankara is telling us. Is Shoka Moha Pratibaddaha. And so Krishna wants to remove that which is obstructing his clear thinking. That which is obstructing his clear thinking, he is removing. Krishna's job. And he put it in these words, Tasmat Yudhyasva. So Shankara is saying, don't take it as a command, as a command to fight. And it is Nivrityatmaka Shastram. Krishna is not interested in making somebody fight and all these things. And that Shankara is saying. So somebody comes, somebody says, oh, I'm liking this Bhagavad Gita very much, and I want to study this full time. I want to go to the ashram and study, and because it's too fascinating, I want to learn it all. Okay, and but I can't take care of my child. Now I have a baby here. That my wife will take care of my child. I'm not interested. It's too much time. And plus I'm interested in Bhagavad Gita and Shastra anyway. Plus we all have to get moksha anyway. Suppose somebody says this. I know what our Swamiji will say. Our Swamiji will say, or anybody who knows what is what and what a person needs will say, look, right now you have a baby in your hands. Your duty is to take care of this baby. And Bhagavad Gita will come and Shastra will come. The fact that you're interested in it is very good. And that itself is half the battle won. So there is, but you have a duty right now. Your baby depends on you. So take care of the baby. Suppose somebody says that. What is the thing here? Here the advice is what? Is it a command to do something? Yeah, it appears like a command to do something. But then there is something called preparation for knowledge. You may be interested in knowing something. I want to study programming. This computer programming. But I have difficulty with algebra, Sometimes I have a doubt. 5 plus 4 is equal to 7, or is it 10? I have a doubt. That is a doubt I have, So 7 or 10. 5 plus 4. So then what will they say? Yeah, programming you're interested in. That's very nice. But first, some basics you have to take care of. You go to the school, finish your high school, and study a little bit, and then come back. And then we can definitely do what you're interested in. That is what they will advise. So that preparation is needed. And this taking care of the child, taking care of the family, when you're right in the middle of a family, when the family depends on you, that preparation, all that prepares one. This is not a waste. People often cannot see the connection between my life of dharma as a grihastha or as a brahmachari. I can't see the connection between the duties I'm supposed to do and this moksha. Moksha is very, very attractive. And these subjects are all very attractive. So I am going to quit everything. And this quitting business doesn't work. And then the fellow quits and then he will become a problem later on. Even for the Swamiji, he will be a problem. For the family also, it's a big problem. We have another problem citizen in the country. So, same thing here also. Yudhyasva means, hey, it will all come. I'm telling you the fact that there is really no reason for sorrow. If sorrow is your problem, that's why you are running away from this battle, right? Because you are afraid that people are going to get killed. Then you can't worry about death and all that. In a war, there is going to be death, but really speaking, Atma doesn't die. So, getting into this Moksha Shastram, Shankara says this is not a command. Yudhyasva is not a command. If it were a command, this will become Karma Kanda. This will become some kind of a recipe book for, they say, Bhagavad Gita, the best management handbook. I think I should start a course like that. And then charge some exorbitant fees, 25,000 rupees, some big amount. Then all big people will come. Because if you say free and all, these people won't come. Charge big amount. And then I should put I don't know what I should do. Maybe I should grow a bigger beard or something like that. And then put an advertisement. And then everybody will sign up. All the MBAs, all the Harvard people and all will come. Bhagavad Gita. What you can learn, what principles you can learn from Bhagavad Gita that Harvard cannot teach you. Yeah, I think I'm getting ideas. Okay. So, Vijayji is clapping his hands. So, no. This is what happens. If we don't understand the real thing in the book, we will convert it into something else. Okay. So, Shankara is cautioning us, saying this is not, it seems like a very innocuous statement. Yudhyasva. Later on, he's going to say, Tasmad uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya krita nischaya. Uttishta. Stand up. Because he's sitting down. Remember, Tushnim babuvaha, right? He dropped all his bow and everything, quiver, and then he sat down. And so uttishta he says. And yuddhaya krita nischaya. Get up, having decided to fight. He's going to say these things. So we have to keep in mind, in the back of our mind, that knowledge is there. I'm going to teach you the knowledge, but that does not relieve you from doing your duties. Do what is to be done. Do what is to be done. This is what Krishna is saying here. Okay. Now, this thing about asking Arjuna to fight. There is a professor, Professor Wendy Donigan. I think you all should know all these things. Some of you know, I think. And she's a professor of religion or something in the University of Chicago. Okay. And she writes about Bhagavad Gita. And you know what she says? I'm going to quote almost word to word. Okay. A few words I may be off. The Bhagavad Gita is not as nice a book as many Americans think. Throughout the Mahabharata, Krishna goads human beings to commit murderous and self-destructive acts or behaviors. The Bhagavad Gita is a dishonest book. This is exactly what she writes. And University of Chicago is like Indraloka. And any word comes from Indraloka, everybody will say yes. And she's Britannica, Encyclopedia Britannica, and all these encyclopedias are there. Who do you think writes about Hinduism and India in these encyclopedias? People like Wendy Doniger and her students are writing. This is why Washington Post is anti-Hindu and anti-India. This is why New York Times is anti-Hindu and anti-India and anti-Modi. Because of people like Wendy Doniger. You all should, if you don't know these stories, you should Google Wendy Doniger, University of Chicago. You can see everything about her. So, same thing. So these people don't know Sanskrit. They don't want to read Sanskrit. And they want to interpret it their own way. They have no respect for any of these things. And then they say Bhagavad Gita is a dishonest book. This is called mischief. It's just violence, committing violence against civilization. Just came to me because this topic we are talking. So, Gita is Moksha Shastram. Even though there are some commands here and there, appearing like commands, it is Moksha Shastram, and for which we have to rely on Adi Shankaracharya to help us. So, this pretty much concludes what I wanted to say about this shloka number 18. So let us translate this shloka. Antavanta ime dehaha nityasyokta sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata. So, ime deha, these bodies of the embodied self, sharirinaha, nityaha, which is not subject to change, anashinaha, and destruction. Okay. And which is not available as an object of knowledge, aprameyaha, are said to be subject to end, or subject to destruction, subject to end. Antavantaha uktaha. There is a uktaha there. Nityasyoktaha. Yes, nityasyoktaha. So that is really nityasya uktaha. Uktaha. Uktaha means said. Said. So that these bodies are said to be antavantaha, said to be subject to end. That completes one sentence. The last one is what? Tasmat yudhyasva bharat. Therefore, hey, O Arjuna, fight or get up and fight. That is the literal translation of this shloka. So I'll read the translation. These bodies of the embodied self is within because the word self is not here, comma, which is not subject to change and destruction, comma, and which is not available as an object of knowledge, aprameyaha, comma, are said to be subject to end. Full stop. Therefore, comma, O Bharata, namely O Arjuna, fight. Okay. So, verse number 19. Narasimha Prasad, we haven't seen you in a while. Just, yeah. Okay. Ya enam
Ya enam
vetti hantaram
vetti hantaram
yaschainam
yaschainam
manyate hatam
manyate hatam
ubhau tauna
ubhau tauna
vijanitaha
vijanitaha
nayam hanti
nayam hanti
nahanyate
nahanyate
ya enam vetti hantaram
ya enam vetti hantaram
yaschainam manyate hatam
yaschainam manyate hatam
ubhau tauna vijanitaha
ubhau tauna vijanitaha
nayam hanti na hanyate.
nayam hanti na hanyate.
Good. So here is a shloka, here is a verse told by Krishna where he is quoting Kathopanishad. In Kathopanishad, which is in the Yajurveda, there is a mantra number 1.2.19 if you want to look up later. And so there is a Hamta chain, Hanta chain manyate hantum, and then hataschet manyate hatam, ubhau tauna vijanitaha nayam hantina hanyate. Like that, there is a mantra in the Kathopanishad. So when we see this shloka, it looks exactly like that mantra. In fact, it is. So, the Kathopanishad is part of the Vedas. So, it is Shruti. It is Shruti. Now, and this Bhagavad Gita is Smriti because it is a product of Vedavyasa's mind. And therefore, it becomes Smriti, not Shruti, even though we consider it equal to Shruti. Now, a Grantha, a text, can be considered as a Smriti if the message it conveys does not contradict the Shruti's message. If the message in a Grantha, in a text, does not contradict the message in the Shruti, then only that text which is written by somebody can be called as Smriti. And because the message is the same, we can study the Smriti and it is equivalent to studying the Shruti. Okay. Now, it appears like Krishna is saying, look, I said all these things, but don't think I'm just saying whatever I like to say because you came and said, I please teach me, I am your student. No. The Upanishad also says the same thing. I am telling you whatever was said is said in the Upanishad. That is one way in which they interpret this shloka. And Krishna need not have quoted the Upanishad because throughout this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is talking not as an individual, talking as an avatara, talking as Ishvara. Later on in 15th chapter, he is going to say, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha Vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyah Vedanta krit veda videva chaham. He's going to say that later. So there he says, Vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyah. Ahameva vedyah. I alone am known by all the Vedas. Sarvaihi Vedaihi. Ahameva Vedyah. I am the one to be known through all the Vedas. Like that he claims in the 15th chapter. And then what? Vedanta Krit. I am the Vedanta Krit. I am the author of the Vedanta. Means Upanishad. I am the author, he says. And then Vedanta Krit Veda Videva Cha. Veda Vit. I am also the one, the knower of the Vedas. That is what he claims there in the 15th chapter. So, we have no problem. We are happy. Krishna can quote Kathopanishad. He doesn't have to quote. It doesn't matter. And we enjoy Krishna's words. And of course, Bhagavad Gita's message is in keeping with the Upanishads. So, this is of course, so the connection with the Upanishad, and so we are able to see that connection. And even though Krishna doesn't have to prove anything here, he seems to quote, and in fact this shloka and the next shloka, Shankara says that Bhagavan Sri Krishna, in order to reinforce the message that he has already said, is bringing two mantras from the Upanishad. He says that in the beginning, introduction to this shloka. In fact, I think I should read it to you, because by now you're all used to how these Gita is taught traditionally. This is a traditional way of teaching, because I'm not deviating from the way Swamiji teaches. And so I've just now opened a book. Okay, this book is called Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then at the bottom it says Shankara Bhashya Hindi Anuvada Sahit. Shankara Bhashya Hindi Anuvada Sahit. Means it is Bhagavad Gita which has Shankara Bhashyam and with the Hindi translation. That is what it is. We use it every day. Whenever we study it, this is the book we use. Okay, this is by Gita Press. Okay, now I'm going to read the Shankara's sentence. Okay, just listen. Shoka Mohadi Samsara Karana Nivrityartham. Shoka Mohadi Samsara Karana Nivrityartham Gita Shastram Na Pravartakam iti Yetasya Arthasya Sakshi Bhute Richau Aninaya Bhagavan. Okay, so you may not have understood all the words. First thing he says is Shoka Mohadi Samsara Karana Nivrityartham Gita Shastra. So he's saying the purpose of Gita Shastram is for the nivritti, removal of what? Shoka Moha Adi Samsara Karana. The cause of Shoka, Moha and Samsara. Okay, that much we understand. Na Pravartakam. It is not a Pravrityatmaka Shastram. It is not meant to tell us to do this and not do that. Even though he's going to talk later on about meditation, dhyanam and all that, even posture, he says how to sit and all that. So there seems to be some of these things where we are asked to do certain things. But nevertheless, this is na pravartakam, Shankara says, iti etasya arthasya sakshi bhute. In order to establish this fact, reinforce this fact, Bhagavan, what did Bhagavan do? Bhagavan Richau Aninaya. Richau means Veda Mantre. Mantraha Mantrau. Veda Mantrau. Veda Mantrau Aninaya. Swikaroti. Swikaroti. So he extracted, he brought the two mantras from Richau means Veda mantras. He doesn't say Kathopanishad, but he just says that. Richau, two mantras he brings. That is how Shankara says. See how easy it is, Shankara Bhashya. Correct? Don't you feel like studying Shankara Bhashya? Yeah. So some of you are nodding your heads. So I felt I should read that. That's the introduction. He gives an introduction to every shloka. He gives an introduction, and so this is what he says to this shloka. Richau, he says, which means this shloka and the next shloka, which is number 20, are coming from Kathopanishad. Okay. So this is the introduction. Okay. So, ya enam veti hantaram. Yeah, by now you know this ya. Yaha, the one who. Yaha, the one who. One who. What is the verb here? Veti is the verb. Veti. Veti means janati. Janati. Knows. The one who knows. Or one who thinks. Okay. Thinks what? Yenam. Yenam. Yenam means this. Yetad. This. This means what? He doesn't say anything else. He says only this. This means what is already talked about. This Atmanam, this so-called Nityaha Shariri, Nityaha Dehi, Avinashi Dehi, that Dehinam. One who thinks of that Dehi as Hantaram. Hanta. The word is Hanta. What is Hanta? So not difficult. Neta. You know what Neta is. Neta means leader. Abhineta. And then Pramata. You saw yesterday Pramata. Knower is Pramata. And Karta. Doer is Karta. Bhokta. The one who enjoys, the one who experiences is called a Bhokta. Same thing here. Hanta. The one who kills. One who killed or kills is called Hanta. So, ya yenam veti hantara. The one who thinks of this Atma as a killer, as one who is killed or who is capable of killing. Okay. Then look at that. Yaschainam. So it's you have to. It is actually three words. Yaha cha enam. You have to split this Yaschainam into three words. Yaha cha enam. So the same enam has come. Yaha, same yaha. Cha of course means and. So and the one who manyate considers, the one who considers yenam atmanam dehinam sharirinam, the one who considers this dehi as hatam. Hatam means finished, killed. The one who considers the atma as a killer, and the one who considers the atma as killed, ubhau tau na vijanitaha. Tau ubhau. Saha taute. So very, this is Sanskrit, all of us, beginners will always learn this. Saha taute. Saha taute, tam te, tan. Tena tabhyam taihi. Like that we do. And so it is like when the child starts to learn all these multiplication tables, it says, yeah, 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4, 8. So that joy that the child gets, the same joy we get when we say Satauti. Okay? So that same tau is here. Ubhau tau. Ubhau means two. Tau means those two. Ubhau need not be used. Tau itself was enough. Because tau itself means those two. Okay? And ubhau. So to finish the meter, I think Krishna must have said ubhau tau. So tau ubhau. Those two Which those two? These two people. The one person who thinks of Atma or considers Atma as a Hanta, a killer, and the other person who thinks of the Atma as killed. Those two people, Ubhau Tau, Na Vijanitaha. Na Vijanitaha. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know clearly. Janitaha would have been enough. But here, Vijanitaha. Visheshena Janitaha. They don't know clearly at all. They're confused. That is what Krishna is saying here. Na Vijanitaha. And what they don't know, what should they know? Na ayam hanti na hanyate. Ayam na hanti. Ayam atma, ayam dehi, ayam shariri na hanti. It does not kill. It is not a doer at all. Action of killing happens. And the example, of course, is killing. But any action you can take. Na karoti, kimapi na karoti. Is not capable of killing. And na hanyate is not killed. Neither Atma kills nor Atma gets killed. This fact, those two people don't know. Those two people don't know. So, let me see here. And if okay. So I think some of those of you who understand Sanskrit will definitely appreciate it. So why not we use the opportunity to read this Shankara Bhashya. Okay, listen carefully. Shankara is writing now. You have to imagine Shankara writing. Okay, ya enam. Okay, ya enam. So ya, generally the way Shankara Bhashya works, they will write the words as they appear in the shloka. And then wherever a word has to be explained, they will write the explanation. Then they will continue with the next word of the shloka, write the explanation, write the next word or words, continue. Without any full stop and all that. It will just go like a Rajdhani Express. It will keep on going. You have to figure out which word is from the mantra, shloka, which word is Shankara's word. All this you have to keep track of. But this book does a good job. You know what they do? They put some words, normally they print, and then other words they bold. They put it in bold. The words that are pulled from the shloka, ya enam, is written in normal font. Then after enam, you know what Shankara says? It is now in bold. Prakritam dehinam. Prakritam dehinam is in bold. Which means that is Shankara's meaning. He is giving to the word enam. Enam is this. And Krishna doesn't say what this is. He assumes you know what this is. And so Shankara clarifies. Prakritam dehinam. So dehinam, you know, dehinosmin yatha dehe. And then previous word sharirinaha is there. That same shariri. That dehi, dehinam. Prakritam dehinam. Prakritam means what? The dehi under discussion. The dehi that we've been talking about, oh Arjuna, that enam means that dehinam. Then next word is not bold. So veti. Veti. Veti is Krishna's word. Then Shankara translates that janati. It is in bold. Okay. I hope some of you are following, right? Good. Yeah, I can, at least many of you are nodding. That's good. Janati means knows. Knows. And then next one is not bold. Hantaram. Krishna's word. Hantaram. Then Shankara's translation. Hanana kriyayaha kartaram. Hantaram means what? Killer. So what is he saying? The doer of the act of killing. That is what Shankara is translating that as. Okay, the doer. Kartaram. Hanana kriyayaha. Kriya means action. What kind of action? Hanana kriyaya. So the doer of the killer of, the doer of the action of killing. And then Shankara stops. Then he writes the Krishna's words. Yaha cha enam. And he doesn't translate enam because enam is already translated, right? Ya enam already translated. So here enam it doesn't translate. But then he says anyaha. He uses the word anya. Manyate. Krishna's word. Hatam. Krishna's word. And then he continues. Okay. Anyaha, he says. Anyaha means what? Another person. Another person. It can be the same person also. But because Krishna said Ubhav Tau, right? Those two Krishna said, right? That is why he just brings Anyaha. Another person. So this is how Shankara Bhashyam goes. And we sit and enjoy writing the meaning of these sentences. And so, Ubhav Tauna Vijanitaha, those two do not know that I am na hanti. I am Atma. The Atma cannot kill and Atma cannot be killed. These two facts he doesn't know. Okay. Good. So Atma does not perform any action with Yartha. So killing, example of killing is used. And same Prathama Malla Nyaya. Once the killing action, the most unbecoming action, if we can deal with, then we can learn and imply it implies a lot, and we can straight away say Atma is not a doer. Akarta, Atma Akarta. That is what comes out of the shloka. Then what about all this? Krishna is talking to Arjuna. Krishna is a teacher. Arjuna is a student. Shishya listening. Krishna is driving a chariot. These are all actions. Shankaracharya is writing a bhashyam for all these things. What is this? These are all actions. And those days, lot more work to write. Here you can sit and type kadagada. So there, there is no bold and there is no italics and all. Underlining may be there, but no italics and bold. So what is this? So many actions are going on. So ahankara is there. Without ahankara, you can't even say anything. You can't talk without ahankara. So ahankara will always be there. And so because this is important, as we go along, we will see. And we hear a lot of things. Ahankara must be destroyed. Ahankara must be dissolved. Ahankara must be vaporized. And when you deeply meditate, ahankara will just get out of your head, top some nadi, it will go. All these things I've heard. And books also talk about all this. So we have to think carefully. We have to think about all these things. And here also, that when it comes to action, that ahankara, Swamiji always calls it as a enlightened ahankara. An ahankara that knows the reality. Krishna is wanting us to know the reality, the tattva, correct? Tattva bodha. So, therefore, once the fact is known, then what happens to ahankara? Knowledge can do nothing. Knowledge really can't do anything. It can only remove ignorance. Because that's all knowledge can do. The only thing light can do is remove darkness. It cannot do anything. It cannot create an object. Suddenly, you turn on the light, you see so many objects. No, it did not create all these objects. All it did was remove the darkness. Same thing. Knowledge can only remove ignorance. Ahankara will continue to remain. And Swamiji always calls it as enlightened ahankara. So there is an unenlightened ahankara and there is an enlightened ahankara. So that is why Tattva Bodha, you have what shloka we chanted. When we start Tattva Bodha, what was the prayer Shankaracharya wrote? If you all remember, Vasudevendra Yogindram Natva Jnana Pradam Gurum Mumukshunam Hitarthaya Tattva Bodho Vidhiyate. Shankara says this. So, assuming Shankara is the author of Tattva Bodha, And so, mumukshunam hitarthaya, for the benefit of all mumukshus, of all those seeking moksha, tattva bodho vidhiyate. This tattva bodha is being written. And Shankara, see, look at that. Our acharyas are so shy. They don't say, I am writing this book. I am writing this book. He doesn't say that. My goodness, what a culture this is. He doesn't say that. He says Tattva Bodha is written. That's all he says. Passive voice. They use passive voice. Most amazing. Most amazing. What a beauty it is. What a beauty it is. So, Tattva Bodha is written, he says. And so he doesn't want to, because Atma is Akarta. That also is there. So the I cannot write, really speaking. Tattva Bodha is being written. So Ahankara is there. Tattva Bodha has to be written. Without Ahankara, you can't write Tattva Bodha. So those facts come into light. And so here, I remember Swamiji used to say, you don't have to be afraid of Ahankara. They have made Ahankara into some kind of a demon. And Ahankara means what? Ahankarta iti Ahankara. I am a doer. That is what Ahankara is. Ahankara means the one that knows who I am. Somebody asks, what is your name? I can reply, I am so-and-so. And I know my past. I know you. Welcome. We can transact. All this, for this Ahankara is needed. No need to be afraid of it. And neither can Jnanam do anything to Ahankara. Ahankara continues to remain. And so that I remember Swamiji used to talk about. So this actually completes the verse number 19. So why not go ahead and let's translate this verse. Ya enam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhau tau na vijanitaha nayam hanti na hanyate. The one who thinks this within brackets self to be the killer. Yaha enam hantaram iti vetti. Enam atmanam hantaram iti vetti. The one who thinks of this self as a killer, and cha, the one who thinks of it as the killed, yaha cha enam atmanam hatam iti manyate. Yaha cha enam atmanam hatam iti manyate. Kama, both do not know. Ubhau tau ubhau na vijanita. Both do not know. Full stop. This within brackets self. This self does not kill, semicolon, nor is it killed. Ayam within brackets atma na hanti na hanyate cha. The one who thinks this self to be the killer and the one who thinks of it as the killed, comma, both do not know, full stop. This within brackets self does not kill, nor is it killed, full stop. So that is another fact that Krishna wanted to say about Atma as Akarta. That is what comes out of this shloka. It is not a, actions cannot be attributed to Atma. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om.